day everyone, we are the team Fungi. Please do allow me to introduce my groupmates. I am Mark James M. Narido.
I am Albert D. Munoz. I am Raymar Asuncion.
I am Jada Silverio.
I am Nina Andrea Dumpit.
I am Stephanie May Arbolante.
And I am Kimberly Cocatano.
We're here to discuss all about fungi.
Fungi characteristics. Fungus is often hidden from view. It grows through its food source, substratum, excretes extracellular digestive enzymes, and absorbs dissolved food. Ang fungi ay sumisipsip at nagme-metabolize ng iba't ibang natutunaw na carbohydrates tulad ng glucose, xylose, sucrose, at fructose. Indeterminate clonal growth. Vegetative phase of fungus is generally sedentary. Fungi can move around, so they make spores that are like seeds. The spores spread through air, water, animals, also in clothes, kung saan nakakahanap ng bagong lugar para lumaki. Cell wall present composed of cellulose or chitin. Food storage generally in the form of lipids and glycogen. Eukaryotes, true nucleus, and other organelles present. Animals, plants, also fungi are the most familiar eukaryotes, and it represents as a small minority of the number of organisms. It can produce both asexually through mitosis and sexually through meiosis and gamete fusion. All fungi require water and oxygen. Fungi grow in almost every habitat imaginable as long as there is some type of organic matter present and the environment is not too extreme. Fungi play a crucial role in the balance of ecosystem. They colonize most habitats on Earth, preferring dark and moist conditions. Fungi are not obvious in the way large animals or tall trees appears. Yet, like bacteria, they are the major decomposers of nature. With their versatile metabolism, fungi break down organic matter, which would not otherwise be recycled. Diverse group number of described species is somewhere between 69,000 to 100,000. Estimated of 1.5 million species in total.
What is difference between fungi and yeast? The main difference between yeast and fungi is that yeast is unicellular, rounded-shaped organism, whereas fungi is multicellular organism with filamentous hyphae. Yeast is a type of fungi. The multicellular filamentous hyphae of fungi are called mold. Most mold can be seen with the naked eye in various colors. They are classified as eukaryotes. Fungi can be divided into two basic morphological forms. It is the yeast and hyphae. Yeasts are unicellular fungi which reproduce asexually by blastoconidia formation, or fission. Hyphae are multicellular fungi which reproduce asexually and sexually. So ayun, ang pangunahing pagkakaiba daw po ng yeast at fungi. Ang yeast ay unicellular, isa itong rounded shape na organism. At ang fungi naman ay isang multicellular organism na may filamentous hyphae. At ang yeast ay isang uri ng fungi. At ang mga filamentous hyphae fungi, ito yung tinatawag nating amag. At ang mga yeast ay mga unicellular fungi na asexual na nagpaparami sa pamamagitan ng blastocomedia formation of fission hyphae ay multicellular fungi na asexually or sexually.
Types of fungal diseases. Most common fungal disease. Fungal nail infection, common infections of the fingernails or toenails. Most fungal nail infections are not serious. However, some people may experience pain or be bothered by the appearance of their nails. Fungal nail infections may cause nails to become discolored, thick, fragile, or cracked. The nail may also become separated from the nail bed. Nakuha or nahawang fungal nail infections kapag ang fungi ay nagkaroon ng skin-to-skin contact with someone who has a fungal infections, such as athlete's foot or ringworm on their hands. Number 2, vaginal candidiasis, caused by the yeast Candida, also called a vaginal yeast. So yung candida is normally live on skin and inside the body, such as in the mouth, throat, gut, and vagina, without carrying any problems. Candida can cause an infection if conditions change inside the vagina to encourage its growth. The most common way that healthcare providers test for invasive candidiasis is by taking a blood sample from the infected body site and sending it to a laboratory to see if it will grow candida in a culture. Ringworm, a common fungal skin infection that often looks like a circular rash. So yung ringworm is fungal infections, looks like a rash. They called it ringworm because of its ring shape. Ringworm is itchy and has a color red. Anyone can get ringworm.
As you can see on the screen, our topic today is fungal disease that affect people with weakened immune system. So weakened immune system can fight off infection as well due to condition such as HIV, cancer, organ transplant, or certain medication. Aspergillosis, an infection caused by Aspergillus, a common mold that lives indoor and outdoors. So, ang ano niya cause is mold sa type of fungus. So, paano natin to may iwasan? Avoid that involves soil or dust. So, and paano ito nag-i-spread? Example na lang ng during renovation or construction. Basically, outbreaks of continuous infection that trace to contaminated. Number 2 is Candida auris infection, emerging often multi-drug resistant fungus found in healthcare setting that present a serious global health threat. So, yun din yung cause siya ng yeast. So, normally lives inside the body in places such as mouth, throat, and gut, and also vagina. So, number 3 is invasive candidiasis, a serious infection that can affect the blood, heart, brain, and eyes, bone, and other parts of the body. So, yun din. Yung cause rin siya ng yeast. So, napaka-serious talaga nito. So, yung number 4 is candidiasis. Candida normally lives inside the body and the skin without causing any problem, but can cause infection if it grows out of control or it enters deep of the body. So, yeast din siya. So, paano ba yung nagka-cause? In particular foods like sugar, dairy products, and processed meats, and alcohol. So, nagkakos din siya ng infection. Ayun yung tinatawag na cold na thrush. So, number 5 is Cryptococcus neoformans infection. Can affect the brain, causing meningitis, and is more likely to affect people with HIV or AIDS. So, napaka-serious talaga rin ito na infection. So, nagtatransmit siya sa human or individual na nag-i-spread siya to individual through contact with vegan wrappings or unwashed raw fruits. So, yung number 6 is mucormycosis, a rare but serious infection caused by a group mold called mucormycetes. Ayun nga, is a pulmonary infection called mucormycetes caused by mold. Then, it lives throughout the environment, so mainly affects human to have health problems. So, the last po is tularomycosis caused by a fungus that lives in Southeast Asia, southern China, or eastern India. Ayun nga, nagtransmit siya to human through inhalation of spores from soil. Yung basically na symptoms nun is fever, general discomfort, weight loss, mga difficult in breathing, swelling of the liver and spleen, and last is diarrhea.
So these are some features of diseases. Fungal nail infection, vaginal candidiasis, ringworm, candida, blastomycosis, Cryptococcus gapi infection, paracoccidioidomycosis, coccidioidomycosis or valley fever, histoplasmosis.
We conduct some videos that related to fungi diseases.
Imagine a world without bananas. It's a real possibility. A fungal disease is attacking and killing banana trees, and as yet we haven't found a cure. Both humans and plants can catch infectious diseases. If the plant in question is a food crop, then plant disease can affect humans too, either through famine or loss of livelihood. In the 19th century, over 1 million people in Ireland died in a famine caused by a fungal disease called blight that affected potato plants. The disease destroyed whole fields of potatoes. Most people at the time relied on potatoes as their main food source. It left people with nothing to eat. Even though many species of fungi are harmless and some are even useful to us, others are pathogens, which means they cause disease. In this video, we're going to look at 3 examples of fungal diseases: rose black spot, Cholera ash dieback, and athlete's foot. Fungal diseases infect an organism and produce toxins which harm it. They affect plants and humans. Let's start with a plant fungal disease. In rose black spot, the fungi infects the leaves of the rose plant, causing large black spots on the upper leaf surface. This reduces the ability of the infected leaves to carry out photosynthesis, and the infected leaves falls from the plant. The rose plant does not grow as well and may die. The fungi spends the winter in a dormant state on the leaves that have fallen on the ground, and also in young stems and buds. In spring, the fungi reproduces sexually, producing spores which can be carried in the wind to affect other plants. Rose black spot can be treated by spraying the leaves with fungicides, special chemicals that kill fungi. It can be prevented by collecting and destroying leaves that have fallen off an infected plant. Cholera ash dieback is a fungal disease that affects ash trees. It causes leaf loss, marks on the bark, and dead shoots and branches. Once a tree is infected, the disease usually kills it either directly or indirectly by weakening the tree so it is more susceptible to infections by other pests or pathogens. It is spread by fungal spores traveling in the wind or the movement of diseased plants. In fact, the first case in the UK was in 2012 from infected trees sent from Netherlands. To stop its spread, infected trees are cut down and burned. Some ash trees appear to be resistant to infection, and scientists are studying the genes which make this possible. It is hoped that in the future, resistant trees can be bred. Finally, that itchy rash between your toes. Athlete's foot is a relatively common infection of the feet. It is an itchy rash caused by a fungus growing and multiplying on the skin. It usually appears between the toes where it is warm, dark, and moist, a fungi's favorite place to live. Athlete's foot is not usually serious, but should be treated to stop it spreading to other parts of the body or to other people. It is treated by using creams or spray that you can buy over the counter at the chemist. These contain fungicides that kill the fungi. Athlete's foot can easily spread to other people by touching the infected skin or coming into contact with contaminated surfaces or objects. Swimming pool changing rooms are a prime location. So, in this video, we have looked at how fungi can cause disease such as roseback spot, Cholera ash dieback, and athlete's foot. We have discussed symptoms of these diseases, how they are treated, and how the spread of the disease can be prevented.
If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Comment below if you have any questions. Why not check out our FuSchool app as well? Until next time.
This is Bernie. Bacteria like Bernie love leftovers. He will find his way into your leftover lunch unless you look after it properly. Leftovers can be kept in the fridge for 3 to 5 days, or you can freeze them straight away. When freezing your leftovers, make sure they're labelled. That way you'll know what they are and whether they're still safe to eat. Food can be frozen for up to 3 months. Bernie hates the heat, so when reheating food, even big dishes for parties, make sure it's hot all the way through. It should be hotter than 75 degrees Celsius. If you're taking food to a party or gathering, don't invite Bernie. He'll ruin things for everyone. Make sure you transport food safely, keeping your hot and cold dishes separate. If food is at room temperature for longer than 4 hours, don't eat it. You can guarantee Bernie will be lurking. And remember, avoid preparing food if you're not feeling well. If you're sick, you might be carrying bacteria or viruses that can make food unsafe. You can avoid food poisoning. Shop, store, cook and eat safely.
Authorised by the Victorian Department of Health, 50 Lonsdale Street, Melbourne, spoken by Rosalind Oates.
The most common methods used either to kill or to reduce the growth of the microorganism are the application of heat, the removal of water, the lowering of the temperature during storage, the reduction of pH, the control of oxygen and carbon dioxide concentration, and the removal of nutrients needed for the growth. For example po is, kunyari sa pagkain, bagong luto siya, tapos kapag tinakpan mo agad siya, nagkakaroon siya ng moist. And then, yung moist na yun is, pwede siyang pagmulan nung mold kapag natuyo siya. Tapos, ang mold is a part of a fungi. Kaya kapag yung mold is nabuo, tapos na-consume natin yung pagkain, magkakaroon ng hindi magandang epekto sa katawan natin.
B. When serving food, keep it covered to prevent exposure to mold spores in the air. Use plastic wrap to cover food you want to stay moist. Fresh or cut fruits and vegetables, and green mixed salads. Empty open cans of perishable foods into clean storage containers and refrigerate them promptly. Don't leave any perishable out of the refrigerator for more than 2 hours. Use leftovers within 3 to 4 days so mold doesn't have a chance to grow. Food should be covered when being stored according to some researches to prevent exposures to bacteria or mold spores. If you want to maintain the safety of your food, using plastic wrap is recommended. Don't leave it for longer than 2 hours, and any item that spoils quickly, such as fish or cut fruit, cut fruits, vegetable, or make salads.
Letters. Try to keep the following tips in mind to help prevent a fungal skin infection from developing. Be sure to protect good hygiene. Don't share clothing, towels, or other personal items. Ito po, sinasabi na kailangan natin i-maintain yung o ugaliin yung pagkakaroon ng malinis na pangangatawan at huwag magpapahiram ng mga personal na gamit. Next, wear clean clothes every day, particularly socks and underwear. Dito naman, ugaliin din natin na magsuot ng malinis na damit araw-araw. Next, choose clothing and shoes that breathe well and avoid clothing or shoes that are too tight or have a restrictive fit. Dito naman, sinasabi naman dito na magsuot ng masikip na damit. Isa na nga rin dito ang pagsusuot ng masikip na sapatos. Next, make sure to dry off properly with a clean, dry towel after showering, bathing, or swimming. Dito naman, we need to make sure na malinis ang ginagamit nating towel at kapag gumagamit tayo nito, i-make sure din natin na tuyong-tuyo ang ating katawan. Next, wear sandals or flip-flops in locker rooms instead of walking with bare feet. Dito naman, kailangan natin magsuot ng flip-flops para maiwasan ang pagkapit ng dumi or bacteria sa ating mga paa na pwedeng pagsimulan ng fungal infection. Next, wipe down shared surface such as gym equipments or mats. Dito naman, kailangan natin punasan ng mga surface ng mga gamit natin kasi yun ang mas dinadapuan ng dumi or i-sanitize natin ito. Next, stay away from animals that have sign of fungal infection such as missing fur or frequent scratching. Dito naman, sinasabi na kailangan nating lumayo sa mga hayop na pwedeng may case ng fungal infection. Dahil once na makagat tayo nito or dumampi ito sa sugat natin, ay pwede tayong maging infected nito.
Again, we are the group Team Fungi, and that's all. Thank you.